Hello everybody, Corey here. On this video, I'm going to go over the trades and holdings for ULTY for Thursday, July 11th. Just a reminder, I'm not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor. I just gather the data and present it to you. YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky. Please make sure you've read through the risk and the prospectus and understand how these funds work before investing in them. Alright, so we're going to go over this daily tab real quick. We have lots of tickers in here now, so it's hard to get them all on one page. We don't have any additional tickers today. Make sure, okay, I'll sort these by IV. You can see that now ENVX is our highest IV of 104%. Yesterday we didn't have any above 100, and then today AMD is also or still the lowest IV with 55%. And if we go over to price changes, we can see that ULTY actually went up 0.51%, which was only 7 cents. And then we have the S&P, which was down 0.88%. It looks like we had more negative than green, but it looks like it's a really close call there. We did have Sunrun that ended up being up 15% today. Of course, we almost, countering it. I can't even think of the word I'm looking for this second. But Zim's shipping was down 10%. Then we also have the American Superconductor up 6%, Elf Beauty up 5%, Hims and Hers, MicroStrategy, and Bilibili up 4%. We had Tesla down 8% today. I actually saw it up at 270 at one point before everything started tanking. And then we have, let's see, ARM was down 7%. And then the other ones weren't that much. So, anyway, we did have a few trades here. So, Zim and Sunrun, we'll go over those. But let's look at our net assets. Yeah, and then we know that core... forgot what the name of it was. I'll have to look that back up. I remember core. I don't know if it was specialist or what. But anyway, they had around 3 million. And then the rest of these were actually averaging 7.9. And we're still about that too. 7.9 there. All right. So let's look into the trade. So you can see here, they went ahead and closed out the short call for Sunrun that was going to expire on Friday, which when you're watching this video, it will be today. They closed out the $13 strike price. And they actually ended up closing at 16 something today. So anyway, they closed that out. Now we have a new short call that expires next week with a strike price of $16.50. What they also did is they closed out, I think it was 1,070, I think. Well, actually, yeah, I can tell by the stock price above. So they didn't keep all of the contracts for Sunrun. So they were at 63.79, and their new, I can't even think tonight, sorry. The new short call for next week only has 5,309 contracts. And so that means they closed out of 107,000 shares. So they sold those. And with that said, I realized this, for some reason, still has a negative. Sorry. Thought I had it all done. But there we go. And then I'm not sure why, and I didn't look too much into this, but for Zim Shipping, they closed out of 2,120 shares. And then that was it. There's nothing else here, but it only cost them 3 cents to do so. I think I started looking back and then I got sidetracked. So this shows they only had 21.20 to begin with, which doesn't match with that. Hold on. Alright, so let's look at the holdings. Zims. So yeah, now they only have the stock. So they didn't have that one very long at all. Alright, so let's just look at our holdings now. And see where we stand. So today was an extremely red day for a lot of these things, but it looks like we actually have more above their strike price, even though. So we have AMD here with a 190 strike price. We're underneath that 4%. Then we have the American superconductor here with a $29 strike price, which this one doesn't expire until next week. But we are over that stock price by 7 cents, because the stock did go up 7% today. Then we have ARM here with a 187.50 strike price. We're underneath that 8%, and that's because the stock dropped 7% today. Then we have Space Mobile with a $12.50 strike price. We're currently underneath that 5%. Billy, we have 17.50 and at 18.50 strike price. We are over the 17.50 strike price by 12 cents, because this stock did actually go up today. And then the 18.50, we're under 5%. Then we have Kava Group here with a $101 strike price. We're underneath that 16%. Clean Spark, a 16.50 strike price. We're underneath that 9%. Coinbase, $235 strike price. We are under that by 9%. And then this is the one, Core Scientific. Okay. Core Scientific has a $10 strike price. We're currently underneath that 3%. Then we have Carvana, 132 strike price. We're underneath that 2%. Elf Beauty, we have a $212.50 strike price. We're underneath that 2%. And then we have ENVX, $17 strike price. We're over that 4%, or 0.76 or 76 cents. Then we have Hims and Hers with a strike price of $22. We are currently underneath that 4%. Hut 8, we have a $17.50 strike price. We are underneath that 15%. Then we have Mara, $21 strike price. We're underneath that 9%. MicroStrategy, $1,400 strike price. We're underneath that 3%. Reddit, we have an $80 strike price, and we're underneath that 12%. And then we have Sunrun that doesn't expire until next Friday with a $16.50 strike price. We're underneath that 3%. Wow. And this stock jumped 15% today. All right. So then we have SMCI here, $875 strike price. We're over that by 2% currently, which is about $14.22. Then we have Tesla with a $255 strike price. We are under that 5% since Tesla dropped 8% today. And then we have VST, which I believe was Vistra Technology, maybe. Let's see. No, Vistra Core. I guess that T is because of the T there. All right, so Vistra. Core, okay. We have the $97 strike price. We're underneath that 6%. Then we have Wayfair here with a $56 strike price. We're underneath that 1%. And then we have Zim Shipping, which doesn't have any short calls at the moment. But all right, I appreciate y'all joining me. Hopefully I could get through that a little bit quicker. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Hope you have a great Friday. Bye.